Hi, y'all. It's 6 a.m. This is Rise and Shine, the first episode. I have decided I am done being depressed about my divorce and acting like the world is ending. It has been a lot of bullshit, and I'm sure it will continue. But every morning, maybe 6 a.m., maybe 9:30, I'm going to be right here doing my rise and shine routine. And this rise and shine routine is based on my life. The first part is going to be dance. Because when I'm feeling down, I dance, y'all. I dance. I do it on the streets, giving free hugs. I've been doing it in clubs since I was like 19. By myself, I didn't care. It allowed me to get a lot of dates, that's for sure. And I still do it today to relieve my stress and realize how damn great life is. The second thing we're going to do in this rise and shine routine is stretch. I've hated stretching my whole life. When I played basketball in school and college, I rarely stretched. I'm paying for it today. But I know how important it is because about 2000, I think, 13, yes, that 1-3, I had this problem come up in my calf that sidelined me for years. For a while, I didn't know what it was. And you need to realize before that point, I was basically a triathlete. My three sports were hiking, biking, and skating. And the fourth being hot tubbing, y'all. And I was in really good shape. At one point, I was skating 100 miles a week. I was doing 20 to 30 mile mountain bike rides and hiking with my kids all over. Then out of nowhere, I got this calf pain that was, I could barely move. It hulked so much I couldn't do anything. And I thought it had to do with my calf. But through a lot of crap and doctors putting this crap in my, what is that stuff? Cortisone in my back to relieve this pain that lasted the first time 3 months, but then went down and down, relying on a drug to fix my problem. Did crap. And they wanted to do a surgery on my back once they found. I said, hell no. So I went to physical therapist after physical therapist, tons of them. And during that time, the only thing I could do was mountain bike. And I mountain biked all the time. But then I developed this problem with my wrist, basically my elbow got really bad. I was mountain biking a ton. And between squeezing the brake, at the time I was a graphic designer and I'd be on the computer designing all day for clients and I'd be biking. It was too much on my arm and it got really bad. So I had this bad leg that I could barely walk on. And I had this problem with my arm right here, this bone right here. And they called it golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, but I didn't play either. So anyway, so what happened is it got so bad when we moved here to Massachusetts and the Hammers, I literally could not help move. I only had one arm and I'm hobbling around this leg. I got to Massachusetts. I was completely depressed. I stayed in my bed. I was really upset. And I was talking to this guy. I was actually talking to this guy basically about my depression. And I think actually God put this guy in my path. Because it turns out he had a similar back problem and he was majorly depressed. And he saw this man named Jim Lyons and he said he healed him. And it was almost exactly what I went through and how it just wrecked my life. I went, like I said, from being phenomenally fit to doing 2,000 steps a day was the most I could do. And I bought a Fitbit for that reason so I could keep track of how many steps I could do. And I was majorly depressed. My wife saw it. But then I found this guy, Jim Lyons. He didn't take my insurance. I didn't care. For 2 years I saw him. I saw him twice a week. It cost me a lot of money, sometimes 3 times a week. And I did exercises to help my back, which basically turned out this condition called spondylolisthesis, which is a shrinking of the space between your vertebrae where the spinal cord goes through. So if there's a smaller space, it rattles around. And I was feeling this pain in my calf. And I had to do a lot of strengthening, stretching, basically pounding exercises to strengthen that thing, help the flexibility, and make sure I did the right stuff. And I've been doing this exercises, like I said, now for 4 years, at one point twice a day, every day. And it took like 30 to 45 minutes each time. And then I was down to like once a day the last year and a half. And then since through this divorce, I've been slacking off. I'm doing like one every 2 days or one every 3 days. And I know it's wrong. I don't want to get back where I was. So I'm going to start doing the stretching I did before and this kind of core work. And I'm going to show this all to y'all so in case y'all might be having similar problems. This has helped me beyond belief. That's the second thing we're going to do in this Rise and Shine workout. The final thing we're going to do is meditation. And I'm not your typical meditation person. I didn't think I'd ever like meditation. I can barely sit still. But it has saved me during my divorce and all the pains I have dealt with. Friends out of my life for good because of my divorce. I lost my mom. I lost my dog. I lost all this stuff within the last 2 years. And in a town that's just kicking my ass. And meditation has literally saved me. It literally has. And I don't know how. I don't know how simply breathing has done it, but it has. And I'm going to share this thing with you called the Daily Calm that I do almost every day. Sometimes I do it late in the night when I can't sleep or I need to take a nap. Sleep has always been struggling too, but meditation has helped me through that in the middle of the night. And I'm not going to do it, probably the way most people do it. I don't have, calming like incense and all that stuff, all the new stuff. I'm just going to do what works for me, and maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. But I know meditation works for me, and I think it will work for anybody. But it don't have to be done in any one way. You can do however it works for you. You don't have to do yoga or any of that stuff. I don't do yoga, but meditation and this thing I'm going to share with you called the Daily Calm from this woman named Tamara Levitt on the Calm app, which I highly recommend you get. It's amazing. She does a short meditation, about 6 to 8 minutes we're going to do, and then an amazing story that has branched so many ideas and visions in my One Love gallery. I may broadcast this Rise and Shine thing from either here in my house, which is a wreck still for moving in with my kids, or in my One Love gallery downtown Northampton. Just depends. But I'm going to broadcast it to y'all to hopefully help y'all out. But first, we're going to start out with dancing. And we're going to start off with the song that I use on the street that really gets me going. It's called, what's it called? Border, South of the Border. And I'm going to move back the mat. I'm going to get busy a little bit. That'll limber me up real quick. And then we'll get into stretching, and then we'll move on to meditation. So here we go, y'all.
Got the brown eyes, caramel thighs, long hair, no wedding ring. Hey, I saw you looking from across the way, and now I really wanna know your name. She got the white dress, but when she's wearing less, man, you know that she drives me crazy. The brown eyes, beautiful smile, you know I love watching you do your thing. I love her hips, curves, lips say the words. Te amo mami, I kiss her. This love is like a dream. So join me in this bed that I'm in. Push up on me and sweat, darling. So I'm gonna put my time in. I won't stop until the angels sing. Jump in that water, be free. Come south of the border with me. Jump in that water, be free. Come south of the border with me.
He got that green eyes, giving me signs that he really wants to know my name. Hey, I saw you looking from across the way, and suddenly I'm glad I came. Ven para acá, quiero bailar, toma mi mano. Quiero sentir tu cuerpo en mí, estás temblando. Green eyes, taking your time, and I will know we'll never be the same. I love his lips, cause he says the words. Te amo mami, don't wake up, this love is like a dream.
So join me in
this bed that I'm in. Push up on me and sweat, darling. So I'm gonna put my time in. I won't stop until the dance until the sun's rising. We won't stop until the angels sing. Jump in that water, be free. Come south of the border with me.
Jump in that water, be free.
Come south of the border with me.
You never live till you risk your life. You wanna shine, you gotta get more eyes. Am I your lover or I'm just your vice? A little crazy, but I'm just your type. You want the lips and the curves, need the whips and the furs and the diamonds I prefer. In my closet, his and hers. Ayy, he want the little mamacita margarita. I think the egg got a little jungle fever. Ayy, you want more than something boring. Legs up and tongue out, Michael Jordan. Go exploring, something foreign. Bust it up in rainforest if you pouring. Yeah, kiss me like you need me, rub me like a genie. Pull up to my spot in Lamborghini, cause you gotta see me, never leave me. You got a girl that could finally do it all. Drop an album, drop a baby, but I never drop a ball.
Push up for me and sweat, darling. So my timing. I won't stop until the angels sing. Jump in that water, be free. Come south of the border with me. Come south of the border, border. Come south of the border with me. Come south of the border, border. Come south of the border with me. Jump in that water, be free.
Come south of the border with me.
Jump in that water, be free. Come south of the border with me.
Woo! Man, I'm out of shape.
Look for the girl.
I'm out of shape. Proof that I need to get out of this divorce funk. Not my best routine, but I had fun and I already feel better. Whew. All right, next step in this rise and shine routine is the stretch. Maybe these stretches will help you out. They're very simple. If I can do them, anybody can. I played basketball through high school and college, and I hated stretching, and I am paying for it today. That is for sure. But this stretching routine, like I said, got me back on my feet and out of the bed and feeling sorry for myself. So let's start it off. First thing we're gonna do is I have this pillow, because I use it later for something. So I'm gonna put that on the ground with me. I'm gonna back the camera up a little bit so y'all can see me. And this part of the routine is called the smash. And this is a softball. It is hard as a rock. And I'm gonna smash my muscles to release the fibers, realign them, basically get their juices going so they work better. And there are two places I'm gonna do it. And you'll see, one is right in the small of my back, in this space right here. And I'm gonna do a short exercise of that. And the second is gonna be on my butt. And I'm gonna rub it on there. I'm gonna use my body weight to hold it down and basically go like that. And it's painful, but I've been doing it long enough. It's not painful as it used to be. It may be really painful, y'all, but if you look at any professional athlete, you will see them do similar stuff. And I heard this athlete said that this sort of stuff extended his pro career by 2 to 3 years. And I don't doubt it, y'all. So let's start off. So you're gonna lie on your back like this. Like I said, I got my comfy little pillow, which I'm gonna use later. And you put the ball right there. Okay? Then you're gonna take this knee and you're gonna put it across and you're gonna rub back and forth. There's a little space in between right here that gets really tight and helps me out with my back. And I know tons of people have back problems. So you're basically put all your weight on that and you're gonna go back and forth. You're gonna do that. You can hear it kind of crunching back and forth. Oh, man. I hadn't done it in 2 days, like I told you. Kind of been slacking. And we're going to go on the other side. On the other side, I'm going to put the ball in the same spot. I'm going to put that knee across. And we're going to put our weight on there. And we're going to go back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Normally I do that 3 times on each side. For this video, I'm just going to show it to you once. The next thing we're doing, we're going to take the ball and we're going to put it on our butt. We're going to put that knee across and we're going to find where it actually hurts to push that hard-ass ball into your butt and basically rub on that spot. As painful it is to loosen it up and rub it all over. Oh. But it will help. It helps me beyond belief. And it's painful. You might just want to use a lacrosse ball or even a softer ball to start out with. This thing's really hard. So that helps out a ton. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You come over here. Like I said, put the ball down, put it on your butt, rub it around, y'all. All over, find all those spots, especially where it hurts. And rub on it for a bit till it loosens up. Okay. So that's the smash part of what I do. There's one more smash exercise I'm going to show you. But you need a special smasher. I call this the bear trap. You can get these online. This is by a company called Roll Recovery. They used to be done with rollerblade wheels, but now they're done with these kind of more fancy wheels. They're expensive. But again, it's the smash idea. You've seen a lot of people use rollers, but this I use, I mean, it might not be your calf. It might be up somewhere else on your body, but you take this on your leg and you just push in on your legs. My problem is my calves and my legs from basketball and so many other sports I've played. So I'm going to rub on there hard as you can. Well, I mean, not as hard as you can because it can be super painful. Rub all around that leg. All around that leg. Okay? All around that leg. And then I move up here. I also tore a muscle in my calf after I recovered from all this stuff. When I was trying to keep up these teenagers, I think I was like 50 at the time at a trampoline park. I tore a calf muscle trying to do all the jumping, crazy athletic things they were doing. And so now I do that for that too. And then do the same on the other leg. Go in there, you push hard. Work out the fascia. Hurt all around that leg. Up and down. Up and down. Okay. Right in there. That's a good spot right here. For me, it's tight right there. This has allowed me to do all the things I did before I got put in a bed. Felt like a cripple. Okay, so those are the smash exercises. Now we're going to learn the stretch exercises. It's key to keep your back limber. I never really had a back problem until in my late 40s. So, blame me again on that stretching. Gonna lay back. You might have seen this exercise. Just pull your knees to you. You're gonna hold it here for a count of 15. I do it by breaths. Okay. Normally I do that 3 times. Then the next thing you're going to do, I used to do these exercises, man, on the side of the road when I was mountain biking, all sorts of stuff to keep me going up these long hills. You'd see me pulling my bike over. People thought I was hurt. But I did these exercises. I don't mountain bike that much anymore because my damn elbow. All right. A road ride, but it's not the same thing. Okay, so you're going to stretch. Let me show you. Put this leg across here, and you pull your knee to you by holding this. These positions put little strain on your back. That's why I do them these way. Then you go back like this. You pull your leg as close to your chest as you can. You might not be able to get as close as I am. I've been doing this for a while. But the goal is just hold it there for a count of 15. Like I said, 3 sets of that. I usually alternate back and forth through one and the other, then back one and the other. And you do the same thing with the other leg. Over, and I use this hand to pull it to me. I'm still not very flexible, even with all my stretching. When I did a little with my wife would like do it like 3 times and she'd automatically already be more flexible than me. I'm just wired tightly. An exercise, you're gonna take your feet, you put them together, you're gonna go like this, pull them to you. Some people do this sitting up, but it puts more pressure on your spine, so I do it laying down. You pull these two, and you do this for count of 15, 3 sets. This gets you good and limber. Okay. Then, this is a common one. Most people are much more flexible. I've barely ever been able to touch my toes. I still can't touch my toes. But you know this, you put one leg like this. Some people do it like this. I do it like this. I can stretch a little better. Just stretch out. Just go as far as you can and hold it. Sometimes I'm more flexible than other times. Okay. Normally I do that 3 times, but for this original one, I'm not going to do it because I'm doing a lot of explanation here. I'm just going to do 1 today. Y'all do 3 at home. I would do 3 at home. And you can go the same way on the other side. Put the other leg out straight. See, I can't even put my leg straight to the floor. I've been doing this a while. Sometimes I can get a lot further than this, but I don't know. Stress has definitely had its toll on me. So I'm not as flexible as I normally am, even with a little bit of dancing. So stretch out like this. Okay, normally I said I do that 3. Okay, then this is for stretching your hip flexors. This is a key one. This is what I've used, this pillow I was using for my head before. You put this on the ground and you're going to push your knee down so it can hurt to push it in like a hardwood floor like this. Or even a mat. I have so many problems with my knees, I don't want to push anything out. So you put one knee on there, you put your other knee straight out, you tuck in right here on your tailbone. You tuck it in like you're trying to push it up. And you strengthen and stretch this spine area, which is key for my problem of spondylolisthesis. And again, you do this for a count of 15. And you switch into the other side. Okay, normally, like I said, I do 3 on each side, but we're not going to do that today. So that's some stretching stuff. Now we're going to do some strengthening stuff. We're going to start with a simple bridge exercise. Do as many as you can. You're basically just getting this position on your mat. It's nice to have some kind of mat. That's a hardwood floor. So you stretch one leg out. I'm going to fix this camera a little bit so y'all can see this better. Okay. Put one knee up. Stretch your other leg out like this. You're going to lock your core in. I keep my hands on my chest so I feel it locked in. You're just going to go up and down. Many as you can. This strengthens this whole core right here, which is key. Key. I remember when I was in my 20s, 30s, and early 40s, I thought I had a super strong core because I had a six-pack pretty much all that time. But just because you have a six-pack doesn't mean you have strong abs. I promise you that. So I started doing this exercise, like I told you, about 5 years ago now. Do as many as you can, going up and down, lifting your body out, keeping that bridge formation. I don't know how many you can do, but has to hurt. So do it till it hurts, but don't kill yourself. And switch to the other leg. Keeping that leg as straight as you can. Up and down. Core tight. All right. So we're not going to do all of them, but another day we'll probably do them all. All right, so that's the first strengthening thing. This is going to take much longer than I thought. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is helps kind of with your flexibility, with your joints, helps you with your posture, with your back. Find a wall. It has to be a flat wall. This is actually a pretty good wall. There's some plugs on it, but I'll deal with them. So you sit as close as you can to the wall, and if you can, put your legs flat down so they're touching the ground like mine are. It hurts for me to do that. It may not hurt you, but it hurts me. If you can't put them all the way down, man, I get it. I couldn't do this for a long time. Try to get and if you can't get your knees all the way to the floor, get off the wall a little bit, and then you can put them all the way down, and then do it. I try to get my back as close to this wall as I possibly can, and then hold them down. And just breathe. Think about pretty girls or whatever you want to think about. Or beaches, rollerblading, country music. I don't know. Whatever relaxes you. Not think about how painful this is to me. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to take our arms. We're going to put them on the wall like this. Like we're doing like touchdown. Kind of down a little bit. I'm going to hold them apart. I'm going to put them on the wall straight out. We're going to get this stretch right here. These kind of things, you don't need any fancy gym for them. They just good. I used to go to the gym all the time. I don't go to gyms anymore. As close as you can to that wall, you hold it. See, so same thing, you got your legs down. They're feeling good. They're not hurting. You can release them for a second if you want. You're going to do that 3 times. Hold that for like 15 seconds. And this is the one that, this is for your flexibility, your arms, your stretching, which you really need because it can go from you fast as you get older. You take this arm, you hold it up to the wall as high as you can. I'm going to tilt this camera so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not fancy tech, man, sorry. So I think that'll probably be enough. All right. I'm going to go over there. Put your arms straight as you can, as straight as you possibly can. Reach up like you're trying to touch the sky. Hold it against the wall. Count to 15. 15 breaths. Okay, gonna do the same with the other side. Gonna lift that up. Count 15. Notice my legs still out straight. Like I said, if it's hurting you, move out a little bit so you can still do that. Hold that go as long as you can. This will really help your stretch, keeping flexibility in your arms and your limbs and your muscles and your whole upper torso. You may not have any problem with it all, but these things help me out a lot. So I'm showing you what helps me. All right. So we're not going to do all those. Then we're going to go back, and we took a little break. We're going to do another core exercise. This is more for your obliques. You sit on your side, stretch your legs out. Like me, you see my legs. And you're gonna lift your feet up like this. You're gonna hold them and put them down. Hold them, put them back down. You'll feel this right here. And that's strengthening this muscle right here and this core muscle. I mean, you don't have to lift them that high, and if you want just for a second, do it, but just hold them for a second, put them back down. Hold them for a second, put them back down. The further you can get back on your back, the harder it is. If you lean like this, it's easier. It's not working as good, but if you get more completely on your side, it's a lot tougher. So you can do like 20 or 10 to 30 of those. I think sometimes I can do 30. I think I'll do that today, but then you flip over. You do the same on the other side. This. So these exercises literally saved me. All right, so I've done that. We got 2 things left to do, and then we'll go to meditation. The last thing we're going to do is push-ups. You know how to do push-ups. On your mat, good position. I'm going to put them right here. I'm going to actually move this mat, sliding all over the place. I'm just doing it on the floor. get a position to go down. These things that just lift your body weight, I feel the best things. I used to lift all kinds of weight for basketball team. Man, I've gotten bad at this. I used to do a ton of these. Proof that I need to start doing this crap again. Wallowing in my depression and my divorce. I don't know how many I did, but do as many as you can. And the last thing I've kind of been doing since I was a kid is pull-ups. I was always small on the basketball team. People thought I wasn't strong, but they found out otherwise because I was tall and skinny. So I come over here. You can use a door. Sometimes I do them on trees, out in a yard or on playgrounds. While I was waiting for my daughter, we're playing on the play structure. Here I got me a, can you see it? Pull-up bar that I have set up. I'm gonna put my camera in the sink. What a great spot. So you can see what I do. It's the only place in my house I don't think it'll break. This thing basically, it's a great bar. It fits in the door jamb. Put it up like that, it doesn't fit outboard. Make sure it's secure because you don't want this thing falling. But pull-ups are a great thing. I can't do dips anymore with my elbow, but pull-ups and push-ups and those things I showed you, I think are key. So I try to do sets of 10, and I try to keep my legs up to do a core exercise at the same time. So just go with this one. That's about all I got. Normally I try to do 3 sets and I rest in between. Whew. All right. I know this is helping me. Maybe it'll help some of y'all out there who are struggling with whatever. All right. Now I want to calm down, slow down. We're going to go into meditation. If I can catch my breath. Maybe the pull-up's not a good idea right before meditation. Whew. Or I get in better shape. Okay, let's set up the meditation, y'all. This is where the real healing begins, y'all. In your mind and your soul. All right. This is called the Daily Calm. It's on my phone here. Just click on this. You can hear the crickets. Last night I was doing a gently back to sleep because I woke up in the middle of the night. A little bit of a panic attack. Not really a panic attack, just stressed out. So did a little nightly breathing. To me, I don't like using drugs or melatonin or any of that crap. I like to figure out ways to do it on my own without using any chemicals. So I'm going to go over here to Daily Calm. I don't even know what it is today. It is Carpe Diem. All right, so let's start this, and maybe you can listen. She'll tell you what to do. I really love this woman. I really love what she's done for me. All right, so I'm going to put my camera where you can see me. If you want, turn my mind a little bit. And then we're going to go to it. All right.
Welcome to the Daily Calm.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Today we'll be exploring the
Hope
expression
you can hear this.
Carpe Diem and how death can awaken us to the preciousness of life. Let's begin our practice the way we usually do, by taking a comfortable position. Rest your hands gently in your lap and close your eyes. Relax any tension in your face. Soften your eyes and wrinkle your forehead. And to help you center your attention and relax the body, let's start by taking a few long, deep breaths. Long inhales, slow exhales. And each time you release the breath, let any tension you're holding melt away. And now naturally allow the breath to soften so that breathing becomes natural and easy. And place your attention on the small area within and around the nostrils. With each breath you take, feel the cool air as it enters your body, and the warm air as it flows out. Breathing in, observe the air entering your nostrils. Breathing out, observe the air releasing. You might notice sensation inside the nostrils, coolness, tingling, warmth. Or it might be difficult for you to feel much at all. Don't worry, just do your best to keep your attention fixed on this small area, the entrance of the nostrils. Observe it like a watchman. Breathing in, observe the air entering your nostrils. Breathing out, observe the air releasing. Today, I'd like to talk about the importance of seizing the moment. For most of our lives, we travel unconsciously from moment to moment, day to night, week to month to year, and the whole time we barely acknowledge to ourselves that one day, in an instant, this life of ours will come to an end. Acknowledging this finality of life is a difficult thing, and it's understandable why. Thinking about death brings up feelings of instability, anger, anxiety, fear, even panic. For some of us, contemplating death locks us in a kind of paralysis. If it's all going to end one day, it's hard to live the day right in front of us. But as uncomfortable as it might feel, being mindful of the reality of death can actually wake us up and enhance our lives. Anyone who's lived through the loss of a loved one knows that nothing reveals the fleeting, precious beauty of our life more than the ending of another. In many cultures, especially Western countries, death is a scary topic that isn't discussed. We repress discussion, thoughts, and feelings around death. But there is great wisdom in the open acknowledgement of death, the matter-of-fact acceptance of it. There is, after all, no single part of life more certain than our impermanence. As we grow to accept the ephemeral nature of our lives, we become more motivated to be fully present for each moment we have. This is where I've always seen virtue in the Latin expression carpe diem, which means seize the day. To me, it's a gentle reminder that all we have is this moment. And what a moment. What's so beautiful about death is it reminds us to seize the moment. It reminds us of this incredible, magical life. The impermanence we face can motivate us to take advantage of the time we have. We can wake extra early to watch a sunrise. We can make that call to a parent or mentor to give thanks for support before we miss that chance. We can write or create or do that thing we feel we're here to do. We can take that risk, shed that fear, prioritize time with our loved ones, because all we have is this very moment. As Oprah Winfrey said, every day brings a chance for you to draw your breath, kick off your shoes, and dance. So let this be that gentle, loving reminder to seize the moment right in front of you. Savor it. Pour every ounce of yourself into it. Devote everything you have to it, for it's the only one you ever truly have. And as we close today's session, tune into the space around you, hearing sounds, feeling your body. Feel your feet where they touch the ground. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Calm. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
All right, y'all. That's the meditation. It'll be a different one every day. If you couldn't keep your mind focused and your mind was going all over the place, that's completely normal. Like she said, just keep going back to the breath. Some days I'm better than others. Some days I can't. I barely even hear what she says. But doing it every day, just that 10 minutes has helped me extremely. And even that, just the story today about Carpe Diem, such a good lesson. I never know what she's going to come up with. But honestly, I feel like God kind of brought these meditations to me to help me through these tough times, and falling back on the exercises and my dancing, or the things we got to embrace the present, all the things we can do now, not think about the past too much or the future, just the now, baby, the now. Like Kenny Chesney says, here and now, baby. So one love to y'all, and till tomorrow, have a good day. And like Tamara says, seize the day, y'all. Carpe diem.